Today we're diving into the 1990s sci-fi classic Total Recall, specifically the moment Arnold Schwarzenegger, aka Douglas Quaid, goes toe-to-toe with his fake wife Sharon Stone, aka Lori, aka Black Belt Barbie. This isn't just a fight, it's a marital meltdown with more kicks than a divorce lawyer's inbox. We open with Lori, fine as hell, practicing her stroke while we're practicing ours, watching her. There's something about tennis happening here, but honestly, Lori's rocking that spandex that's so tight, it's basically a public service announcement. And just when our drop shot was about to become an upshot, in walks a sweaty Doug, killing the vibe faster than he killed his friend Harry in the previous scene. Doug crashes into the apartment like a bull on meth. My man is on a killing spree. First his friend and now the lights. He hits Lori with the classic Arnold get down, like he's an Austrian air raid siren. Get down. And now it's time for a down low couples therapy session. Our guy Doug here is spiraling harder than a kid coming off a sugar high, and he's like one tinfoil hat away from a podcast deal. He tells Lori he had to kill Harry because of Mars, and she's like, dude, I know you're built like a tank and think like a plank, but you've never been to Mars. But he admits to her that he's gone to recall, shows her he's literally got Harry's blood on his hands, and she now knows this guy's got level 10 brain scramblies. She goes to call a doctor, and by doctor I mean Michael, I chew nails, but I'm ultimately a cuck, Ironside. And look at the way he answers this FaceTime call. Just a textbook steel gaze swivel right into the camera. And side note, this is a perfect start to any Zoom meeting with your boss.
Hello.
So Doug's in the bathroom, scrubbing off his enemy's blood like it's barbecue sauce after a rib eating contest. And this right here, this is the man of the future. The only way to process trauma is to wash it down the drain. He feels refreshed like a new man. He steps out and immediately takes more shots than on his wedding night. This man is hurling himself behind a counter, barely dodging bullets like a paranoid gymnast. And Quaid shouting for Lori to get out, as if he's still holding on to the idea that she's just an innocent bystander. Oh buddy, you're about to have more trust issues than a pregnant wife who caught her pantsless husband at a gay Xbox friend's house.
Why weren't you answering me?
Because I didn't have my phone on me. We were playing Xbox, bro. That's my friend from Xbox. Can you please just leave me alone?
Why does he have no pants on?
He throws himself into a prenup tumble, behind a desk, right into a bouquet of pain chair toss, and goes right into a textbook wedding crasher. Look at this. Quick hustle, great wrap up, excellent drive through. Now it's time to hit up the cooler filled with Quatorade and the lights. And oh boy, I don't think couples therapy is going to fix this.
Lori.
But Lori isn't just trying to take down Quaid, she's actively trying to end his bloodline. First, the joint bank account elbow right into the solar plexus, knocking the wind and yesterday's breakfast right out of him. But before he can even register the pain, she follows up with a marital ballbuster, because nothing says a loving marriage like a precision strike right to the Schwarzeneggers. And that look on his face, that's the future generations are canceled stare, a haunting mix of pain, betrayal, and the realization that he might never walk the same way again. Lori isn't done yet though. She whips around and delivers a double-fisted marital dispute, because one fist isn't enough to express how done she is with this relationship. Then the kicks start flying, and Doug is backpedaling like he just realized she read his text. He blocks high, thinking he's finally catching on. Big mistake. Lori goes low with a final settlement punt, delivering yet another direct deposit to the pain bank. And the look on his face this time, that's the soul-searching vasectomy glare, the 1,000-yard stare of a man questioning every decision that's led him to this exact moment. Lori lands a cold feet crusher to Doug's spine, and right here she thinks she factory reset his whole body, but it's a fatal error for this fatal beauty. She throws a right jab, and it came with its own 5-day forecast. Arnold catches it and throws this strong, independent woman 50 feet back into the kitchen where she belongs. And there goes the Chex Mix. Lori backs into the sink, eyes locked on Doug as she blindly fishes for a knife, because nothing says healthy marriage like improvised weaponry. And Doug, he's still reeling from the whiplash of betrayal, asking why is she doing this, but Lori doesn't answer. She's letting the blade do the talking. She carves a fresh reminder into his chest like she's personalizing a wedding cake. She's in full matrimonial meltdown now. Quaid's there to dance, but she's doing the polka and getting extra stabby with it. Doug catches her wrist mid-stab, a firm grip, a dominant twist, legally divorcing her from the knife. Lori knows she's losing control, so she lunges for the gun, literally desperate for one last shot. But Doug is faster. He gets a firm grip on that gun, his barrel flirting with her face, and he's one squeeze away from a bang if she doesn't talk. So she hits him with the memory marriage mirage truth. She never really was his wife, just a highly aggressive customer service rep, making sure his implanted memories didn't come with a refund request. Their entire marriage, fake, manufactured, a scripted performance where the honeymoon phase came preloaded. She was assigned to babysit him to make sure he never started asking the wrong questions like, hey, why does our wedding night feel like it was shot on a green screen? And just as Doug's brain is still buffering from that revelation, Lori flips the script again. Instead of doubling down on the murder attempt, she leans into seduction mode like a villain who's just unlocked the secret romance route. She's offering one last shot at marital bliss, and just to sweeten the deal, she even suggests that he ties her up. And guys, sham marriage or not, if your wife is offering you this, there are definitely more strings attached to this than a bad loan agreement. But Lori's stalling for time, waiting for her shining cuck in armor Michael Ironside to bust in after her tumble with this bull. She glances over at the screen to check on where he is behind Doug, but this proves to be a rookie mistake. He sees the goons are headed up to him, and Doug's like, hey, you're into erasing memories, right? I got a memory wiper here of my own. Then he hits her with a devastating ex-wife exterminator, just a nasty left hook reset that sends her into a dreamland where she's ruining some other poor bastard's life. And let's be honest, we all wish it was us. Lori's a 10-10 on the crazy hot matrix. Sure, she's the queen of the danger zone, but you're pretty sure you can fix her. But our bro Doug, he's not sticking around. He's already moving to Mars, away from this sham of a marriage faster than a Vegas wedding at sunrise. He just needs a breath of fresh air and some three-breasted prostitutes.